When you get motivated to improve your health or lose weight, you want to do something to speed things along. Exercise is a common thing that we increase and a wonderful thing to do, but if you go at it too hard or you rely on it solely, your journey may be harder than it has to be. Here are 6 one-minute activities you can do daily to make getting to your weight loss goal easier, more enjoyable, and more effective. This is a Post-it note. Chances are you have one nearby right now. You're going to use this as a tool to move you to your goal. Step 1, write down your ideal weight on the card. Step 2, place the Post-it note over the display on your bathroom scale. Now, when you step on the scale and look down, you will see your ideal weight. Celebrate that. Actually, let a good feeling build up inside of you before stepping off the scale. If you want to peek under the note to see your actual weight, you can, but I encourage you not to peek every time and instead walk away from the scale feeling good. What is the sense of doing this? It allows you to flip the emotional energy of the scale. Some of you are unaffected by the number you see, which is great. For others, that number or even the anticipation of the number creates a nervous energy that can inadvertently sabotage your efforts. The ideal weight card is absolutely a fake it till you make it strategy, but it teaches you that your outlook matters. Weight loss takes time, and it doesn't happen in a straight line falling from your highest weight to your lowest. You need to keep your eye on that prize, and you can do that in under a minute with a simple Post-it note. Low-carb meals keep your blood sugar and insulin levels low for hours, allowing your body to release fat and quiet cravings. So having low-carb recipes on hand makes your weight loss journey easier, more enjoyable, and more effective. Fortunately, they are quick and easy to find. I put my family's favorite recipes into a cookbook if you want to go that direction, or you can simply search for recipes online. Don't fall into the trap of getting too fancy. Just think of a favorite recipe and look for a low-carb version. Do you like chili? Search for low-carb chili recipes. If you like spaghetti and meatballs, look for low-carb spaghetti and meatballs. It's yummy when made with spaghetti squash and at least worth a try. When you set out to improve your health and weight, it's easy to get overwhelmed. Just make it your intention to find one low-carb recipe each day this week. That will give you 7 to try, with at least 1 or 2 that you'll want to make again. As I mentioned, keeping insulin levels low by eating a low-carb diet helps your body release fat, but you can still overeat and stall weight loss. The best way to stop eating when you know you've had enough is to use a stopper. Stoppers are items, drinks, or activities that allow you to separate from eating. There are many options. Here's a list. They are effective because you can employ them in less than a minute and because they change the taste in your mouth, or they give you time away from food, taking away your desire to keep eating. But let me give you a pro tip. To strengthen your brain's understanding that this item or activity means eating has ended, pick something that you only use as a stopper. One option is to sip an electrolyte drink from this video's sponsor, Element. Element stirred into seltzer or water is very enjoyable, so much so that I have no problem avoiding dessert because I know I can have an Element drink after the meal. It allows me to end a meal without overeating, and it replenishes electrolytes that are used up daily through muscle and nerve activity, flushed out through urine, and lost through sweat. They come in these convenient packets, but you don't have to use a full stick at one time. As a stopper, I like to scoop a 1/4 teaspoon into about 10 ounces of seltzer. It takes seconds to prepare, so there's no initiation barrier to using it. This has become a favorite stopper, and I use it after lunch and dinner. If you'd like to try Element as a stopper, there are many great flavors. I recommend trying the grapefruit salt, which just has more of a special feel to it. But all of them are great, and if you use my link, drinklmnt.com/Dr. Becky, the company will send you a free sample pack with your order so that you can try 8 of their flavors, including chocolate, that you can drink warm. I'll provide a link to the offer in the description area below this video. The next exercise is to look at your body in a full-length mirror for 1 minute. Some of you are saying, ugh, stay with me. You remember the fake it till you make it ideal weight card from the beginning of this video? This is the exact opposite. You could call it a reality check. What I don't want you to call it is an exercise in self-criticism. In fact, at the same time as you're looking in the mirror, I want you to practice neutral reactions. Your body is an engineering marvel, but for one reason or another, it's common to dwell on the negative aspects of your body. Sometimes this self-criticism is mistaken for motivation. You think, if I hate what I see enough, I'll be motivated to change. But holding on to uncomfortable feelings of dissatisfaction and tension uses up a lot of energy that you no longer have to put towards your plan. By learning how to look at your reflection with a neutral reaction, you'll free up that energy. How do you do that? You describe what you see and accept it. Start at your head and work down. Don't focus on your clothing. In fact, the less clothing you have on, the better, but meet yourself where you're at with that. Simply describe and accept. That might look like this. I have blue eyes. I have 2 ears. I have a nose and lips. That's not hard to accept, right? And notice that I didn't say I have 2 ears that are too big for my head, or I have blue eyes that I wish were brown. That's not acceptance. That's that thrown away energy. Keep moving down towards your toes, taking notice of your chest, midsection, and lower body. You don't have to love what you see right away. Just keep your emotional response neutral and see what happens after 1 week. You will be surprised and pleased with the peace that settles in. And it might help to keep this in mind. That body that is being reflected back to you, despite all you've put it through, is still willing to breathe for you 14 times a minute and pump blood through your body 100,000 times per day. That's a pretty good deal. The next thing that you can do in under a minute that will pay great dividends is to put taste to the test. A cookie tastes really good, but that's about it. There are not many other redeeming qualities that you get from it or similar refined foods. My point is that when it comes to making food choices, taste is overrated. People who find freedom from cravings and temptations recognize that taste is only one of the factors to consider when making food choices. So today, take 1 minute to think about the foods you like to eat, good and bad, and ask yourself these questions. Does it taste good? Does it satisfy my hunger or stimulate it? Is it good for me? Will I be happy that I ate it? This exercise is not going to magically wipe out cravings, but it will make you think about your food choices in a broader sense. And with time, you'll find yourself electing to eat healthier foods, not because you're forcing yourself to, because you're on a diet, but because you want to. As Buddy said in the movie Elf, I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Goals take time to achieve, and the road is much smoother if you can stay positive throughout the process. No matter how hard things get, smiling always makes things better. It's a chemical thing. Much like standing taller makes you feel more confident, smiling makes you happier. When your mood is bright, it's easier to make good food decisions. When you're grumpy, it's easy to sink into a who cares mindset. Just try it for 1 minute. No one has to see you do it. It can be our secret. So do you have 6 minutes to spare today? I hope so. If you do, grab a Post-it note and jot down your ideal weight. Find one low-carb recipe. Get a stopper ready. Stand in front of the mirror. Rate your food choices on factors other than taste and smile. 6 painless exercises that set you up for long-term success. Thank you for watching through to the end, and thank you to Element for sponsoring this video. Their electrolytes are a part of my life every day, and their support allows me to bring you no-cost, unique content to build a healthy lifestyle that is easy to follow, enjoyable, and effective. I will leave links to Element and my family's favorite cookbook in the description or more area below this video. Have a great rest of your day.